smiles, huh? Yeah. I love it. I think you are the smartest people in the entire country come from out of this school. Do you guys know why I would say that?
What?
Yeah, they know. We're going to keep it a secret. All right.
Hey, Coach, is this like a preseason, starting all over again with a new team?
Well, it better not be, but it is, it's as far as the teaching part of that, that's somewhat true. The difference is we don't have enough time to put in all the stuff that you can put in a preseason game. You just don't. So, we have a saying that I can't use, unfortunately, because it's graphic. I just thought about it. I was going to say it. So let me see another way how I can say that. Well, bottom line is we have to get right to it. I'll stop there.
Have you guys been able to run a full practice yet?
We've had, no, actually, we haven't had a practice yet, no.
How much are you guys looking forward to that towards after the All-Star?
The coaches are always looking forward to the practice. I think in this case, even our players are. We'll have 2 days. We have a long break, as everyone does. And then I think we have Wednesday and Thursday where we can practice. One of those days are a travel day, but we're still going to get a good practice in. We need it. We need it desperately. I think Wilson hopefully will be one of the guys. I think Luke, even what I heard, are both possibly practicing. That's what I told him myself that. So that would be nice. But we just need to get on the floor and be able to run a play that everybody can actually know. That would be nice.
Doc, what did you learn on the road with the team? And also, how much of a challenge is it for you to tap into your excellent coaching skills, even more so with all the changes?
Well, I'm going to ignore that last part, but the first part of it is it's a challenge for everyone, and especially the players. The first thing I've always thought when you have a group, when you make that many trades, is you got to get them to believe the same thing that the other guys are believing and believing in. And so before you put in plays and all that, they got to believe they can win. They got to buy into whatever goal you set. Because a lot of times you make trades and you have guys from other places, they have their own agenda. And so that's the first thing, is to sell that to everyone. Then the second thing is to let them understand we're going to make mistakes, but you can win still. So on the road, I guess we proved that we can lose 3 games being down by 20, and we can win 3 games being down by 20, because we were down by 20 in all 6. And what I know is we can't keep doing that and think we're going to win games.
Did those last 2 games help with the buy-in?
I think the Boston game was huge for us, because like that, we're down 28 in Boston against an excellent team. It was really the first game that our new guys played, and they heard us talk about what we believe we can still do. That doesn't mean they believed it. And then I think that those guys played well, allowed the guys who were here to see, yeah, there's a chance still, and the new guys to see, man, maybe we can do this. So I thought of all the games, of any of those 3, that game for us was really good spiritually.
Doug, what did you learn about what's the pressure about Zubac that you guys have gotten here?
Well, it sounds dumb, but of course you say that all the time about me. He's big.
That does sound dumb.
Yeah, he does. He is. And he changes shots. I think in that first game, he altered more shots than we've altered all year. And God, it's nice having size. That's what I kept thinking. And he's a roller. Like, he's a natural roller with great hands. And a big who can roll with energy is important, and a big who can roll with energy and catch is really important. So those are the things.
He's so young. I think he's, 21? 21?
Yeah, he told me he'll be 22 in like a week or 2, so.
So what kind of progress can you guys see in him?
I see huge. The European kids in general are very skilled. He's a really good passer. He's not sure of that yet, but you can see the natural. You know he is, and you know he will be. So his growth is tremendous for us. I mean, he was the gift. As far as we're very happy to get him in here.
How do you see the forward rotations kind of working out with Tobias being gone? He obviously pulled us out of that game in December with like a 33-point game.
Yeah. We don't have a forward right now. It's funny, you made all those trades, and because Wilson has been out and Luke was out, and I'm doing the lineups, and I said, oh my goodness, we don't have a 3. We literally don't have a 3. We have 4 or 5s and all guards right now. So I don't love that, I can tell you. And so when we get those guys back, they'll be in it. Right now, we just have to make do being small, and we have to get through one more game like that, hopefully, and then we can add some size back, because it's one thing to play guards, but our guards aren't big, so we're really small, and we saw that really in the last 2 games, Wiggins didn't play, but the other guy, he hurt us because of his size, size matters.
Going back to Zubac for a second, over here. You talked about what he brings on the court. What have you seen from him so far within the team as far as like building chemistry and emotionally?
Well, he's just a nice kid. I think those type of guys are easy. There's no diva in him or anything like that. So he's just very likable. It always helps. Like you knew Lou. Lou played with the Lakers and played with Zub, and Lou was a big seller on if we can get him, let's get him. Like Lou really likes him. And that was good to hear. So,
can you talk about Booker being a big guard for Phoenix and?
Hi, Ann. How are you? Good to see you on the road doing games. That's nice.
I like working your games.
Yeah, Booker's tough. And what makes Booker tough is he's a big guard. They've had to use him probably in more ways than they probably want to. Playing the point guard a lot. This year, right now he's playing more 2 again, but he still handles the ball more. I think that makes it harder for us. Probably makes it harder for him too, But he's a mess. He's tough to guard. Great shooter, makes good decisions. He's one of the better guards that no one really knows still because his team hasn't won a lot.
You mentioned Luke. What have you heard about Luke?
I heard he's going to practice.
Practice, okay.
Yeah, that's all I've heard.
That's all you
Yeah.
okay.
Going back to Wilson, what kind of impact do you think he has on a player like Gallinari, who he's been teammates twice with?
I think that helps, They had a good relationship in Denver. I'm hoping that they have some kind of chemistry. That's what, like right now, that's all you can hope for. He's been out and in, but he's played a lot, this year, so he'll help us. I know if you put those 2 together, that can't hurt you. They have years together. So I know that should help us.
Doc, we're over here.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? Were you at all surprised to see, when the opportunity to get Zubac comes out? There's always talks, but when it was seriously possible, were you surprised at all the chance to get a promising young center?
Yeah. I was. I don't have a lot to say to that, but I was. I was happy. I was surprised. We want to keep growing, and we needed to look at that spot future-wise. Where are we going in that spot in the future? And really, we have Trez, who is young, and people don't look at Trez as young. Trez is really young as well. And now, when you look at our future, you look at Zub and Trez at that spot moving out. That's really good for us, So I think that part got overlooked in the trade, but that was huge for us.
Doc, what do you think as far as what you have now assembled and have to work with going forward into the playoff picture? How do you look at that?
I think
and how confident are you?
I'm confident. I'm excited. I think especially now that we've gotten even younger, I think it's an experience of a lifetime for them until next year. Then there's a new lifetime. But if this team can make it somehow, we can get this group in with Zub 21 and Sham and Shea and Trez. The veterans, they've been there. But if somehow we can get that group in, I tell you, the experience, they will understand what we mean by single possessions for 48 minutes, and every single possession counts. There's so many things you can teach in the playoffs that you cannot get in the regular season, that you cannot teach in the regular season. And so if you can get that young team in that experience, that carries over to next year when they understand things and how important one single possession can be. I think it'd be phenomenal, and I think our guys want to try to do that. So we're all in.
Devin, gotten a little bit of a look at Angel in the past few days.
Yeah.
What have you seen? What do you like?
He just didn't play enough, honestly. And where the Angels of the world get hurt at this point, they don't get a chance to practice. So we didn't have one practice. Well, actually, we did have one. We had a practice in Boston. It was kind of a practice. And so, for us, we don't get a chance because, unfortunately, in training camp, you let everybody practice. This time, only the 9, 10 guys are playing. I don't want anybody else on the practice floor. And so, unfortunately for him, he watched a lot. But he's a great kid, and that's good. Young people, you have anything?
You had mentioned the addition of Landry Shamet.
Yeah.
Productive minutes he's had in a couple of games he's been here. What do you see as value to the team moving forward, not only this year, but into the future?
Ability to shoot, moving out the ball, gives me a JJ array. If you can think of guys like that, there's only like 15 guys like that to me in the league that can move and create an offense on its own. And I think Landry is one of them. And the fact that we have that at that age, I think that's significant. Anteaters, thank you. Oh, no, you go. I'll let you.
Hey, Coach. So, yeah, obviously we all watch Spencer Rivers ball out at UCI. So we're all part of the Sports Business Association. Any chance you'd be able to come out sometime, talk to us, maybe catch a game with us?
Yes, I would love to do that on one or few off days. I think this year, every time you guys have played, we've played for the most part. I got to see a game recently. And I know I'm going to be able to go to senior night, which I'm looking forward to. And this year, when we get to the conference finals, the Anteaters will win this year. And so we'll be able to go to the NCAA tournament. That's what I'm looking forward to most. Thanks, guys.